was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
Bunch of jackasses. For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlemagne the devil?
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Donkey of the Day for Friday, February 17th is the celebrity-in-chief, Donald J. Trump. There is no one who has gotten Donkey of the Day more than Donald Trump, yet this is only the second time that he's received it since he's been president. Because if I wanted to, I could find a reason to give President Agent Orange Donkey of the Day every day, but I purposely choose not to. But yesterday, Donald J. decided to meet the press just to beat the press, okay? Some people are calling it a meltdown. Some people are calling it a cage match with the press. I just call it entertainment. All right. The reason you can't really be amused by Donald J. Trump is because he is the leader of the free world. But sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. And yesterday, Donald J. Trump provided plenty of jokes. Now, I'm going to play a few of my favorite bits from Donald J.'s latest stand-up special. Let's start with his claim that he had the biggest electoral college win since Ronald Reagan, and then he got called out for it.
306 electoral college votes. I guess it was the biggest electoral college win since Ronald Reagan.
Said today that you had the biggest electoral margin since Ronald Reagan with 304, 306 electoral votes. In fact, President Obama got 365 and 2.
Well, I'm talking about Republicans.
President Obama 332 and George H.W. Bush 426. So why should Americans trust you?
Well, no, I was given that information. I don't know.
Why should Americans trust you when you accuse the information they receive of being fake when you're providing information that's...
Well, I don't know. I was given that information. But it was a very substantial victory. Do you agree with that?
You're the president.
Okay, thank you.
Drop on the clues bombs for Donald J. Trump. The most amusing part of that exchange wasn't the fact Trump had the information wrong. It's the fact that Trump didn't even try to act like he knew what he was talking about. Trump said somebody gave him the information. And I respect the honesty. Okay, you know why? We've always been told that presidents are puppets, but now we get to see the strings. Okay, we get to see the hand up Trump's ass controlling him. And yesterday, Donald visibly looked like that hand up his ass was making him uncomfortable. Okay, now my favorite joke, one of my favorite jokes, it happened when White House correspondent April Ryan questioned Donald on whether he planned to meet with the Congressional Black Caucus. And Donald basically asked April to broker the deal. Let's hear it.
Are you going to include the CBC, Mr. President, in your conversations with your urban agenda, your inner city agenda, as well as...
Am I going to include
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional Hispanic Caucus?
Well, I would. I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours?
I'm just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
I know some of them, but I'm sure...
Let's go set up a meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great, the Congressional Black Caucus. I think it's great.
No, I feel like I know our celebrity-in-chief, Donald J. Trump, feels like April can set up the meeting simply because she's black.
Right.
Okay.
You know them, right? All the black people in the
Congressional Black Caucus. I mean, all black people have a direct line to the Congressional Black Caucus, right? We all follow the Congressional Black Caucus on social media. We attend all the Congressional Black Caucus meetings simply because we're black. That's what black people must do, right? That's like walking in a casino and thinking all black people are great at blackjack. You know? Nah. Now, the final joke not only made me laugh, but it made me reminisce. Let me let you hear it first.
We're becoming a drug-infested nation. Drugs are becoming cheaper than candy bars.
Play that one more time, because this really made me reminisce about a lot of different things. It made me think about one of my favorite TV shows. It made me think about high school. Here.
We're becoming a drug-infested nation. Drugs are becoming cheaper than candy bars.
Yum.
Well, first off, my question is, if drugs are cheaper than candy bars, then why don't drug dealers just sell candy bars? Huh?
That'd be more of a profit margin.
You would clearly make more money selling candy bars.
Like them kids on the train.
That's all I'm saying. And people will say to you, why would I buy candy from a dealer when I can buy it from the store? Well, you clearly never had a candy lady in your hood, and you clearly never had that one kid who would come to school selling candy, not selling those chocolate bars from the PTA, but bringing his own candy to school, his own work, making a killing. As G just said, the people on the train right now selling candy bars all through New York, okay?
Nice profit margin.
Listen, man, some of y'all was either that kid selling candy bars in school or knew the kid selling candy bars in school. And if drugs are cheaper than candy bars nowadays, according to Trump, just sell candy bars.
Right.
Get your Riley Freeman on. See, that's why I like that moment, because it made me think about, you know, my man RJ used to sell candy bars in school, and it made me think about one of my favorite TV shows, The Boondocks. And I said, get your Riley Freeman on. Y'all never used to watch The Boondocks?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Riley Freeman got the memo that drugs were cheaper than candy bars a few years ago, and he was slinging candy bars all through the hood. Y'all don't remember when Riley cursed out that old-ass dude because he tried to overthrow Riley's empire?
Look, you, the plane you flew in on, them shoes, those socks with the bell on it, your gay-ass fairy accent, them cheap-ass cigars, your yuck-mouth teeth, your hairpiece, your chocolate, Guy Ritchie, Prince William, the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue. Now get the out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Drop with a clues bomb for Riley Freeman, damn it.
My goodness,
Okay,
play that uncensored.
Riley, you got the memo that candy bars were cheaper than, but drugs were cheaper than candy bars a long time ago, all right? And he's been making money off candy bars way before Trump ever mentioned that. Look, there's nothing I can say about Donald Trump that hasn't already been said. He's a liar. He's not fit to be president. But in a world where content is king, nobody wears the content crown like our celebrity-in-chief, Donald J. Trump. Please give him the biggest hee-haw, please.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Mm-hmm. Imagine kids selling drugs on the train to raise money to buy jerseys for their basketball team.
If they keep legalizing it, you might see that sooner or later.
It's a lame hustle now. You better sell some candy bars, okay?
All right, when we come back, Jadena will be joining us, all right?
Drop on the clues bomb for Jadena, damn it. His album's out today, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of his album? I have no idea. Classic.
Nope. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Before we get in front page news, of course, it's time to tell them why you're blessed. If you feel blessed, we'd love to hear from you this morning. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Tell us some positive things in your life. 800-585-1051. But right now, let's get in some front page news. Now, this weekend is All-Star Weekend. It seems like everybody's flocking down to New Orleans.
Yes, they are.
It's an unofficial Negro holiday. It's a lot of those in the month of February. CIAA weekend, All-Star weekend, Super Bowl weekend, all unofficial Negro holidays.
Now, it's funny.
A lot of people are hitting me up thinking that I'm out there with Envy right now. DJ Clue just hit me. Rap just hit me. Everybody's like, hey, how's the club going? How's Masquerade? Like, guys, our party's on Sunday together.
Yeah, but I had a party there tonight. That's why they probably...
I know. I'm like, I'm not everywhere that Envy goes to party.
But, the funny thing is there was a lot of females in the club, and they had no idea who the basketball players were. DeAndre Jordan was in the club. Draymond Green was in the club. Charles Barkley was in the club. Nobody was even paying. They didn't even know who they were.
That's the beauty of being tall in New Orleans this weekend. All you security guards who didn't make it in life, but y'all down in New Orleans and you're over 6'6", you can come up pretending to be a basketball player this weekend. I mean, by come up, I mean, get some vagina.
My goodness. Now, let's talk Donald Trump.
Well, Donald Trump had a 77-minute press conference yesterday. The point of that conference is he was supposed to be talking about appointing Alexander Acosta for labor secretary, but it turned into him talking about all the accomplishments that he's made so far, even though he says he inherited a mess.
As you know, our administration inherited many problems across government and across the economy. To be honest, I inherited a mess. It's a mess at home and abroad.
That's actually not true, though. Barack Obama inherited a mess when he came into the White House in 2009.
Now, he said a lot of things that weren't even true, as usual. He talked about the electoral votes that he had, saying that it was the most in quite some time. I think he said since Ronald Reagan, but that just wasn't true.
That was amazing.
In fact, Barack Obama got more votes. Bill Clinton did. George Bush did.
We don't have that audio?
We probably do, yeah. I think we do.
You said today that you had the biggest electoral margin since Ronald Reagan with 304, 306 electoral votes. In fact, President Obama got 365 and
Well, I'm talking about Republicans.
President Obama 332 and George H.W. Bush 426. So why should Americans trust you?
Well, no, I was given that information.
Why should Americans trust you when you accuse the information they receive of being fake when you're providing information that's...
Well, I don't know. I was given that information. But it was a very substantial victory. Do you agree with that?
Oh, my gosh. Who is working here?
Thank you.
I love the fact he came clean, though. I just love the fact he was like,
someone put this on the paper.
I was given this information. See, the thing is, we always have heard that presidents are puppets. We just not supposed to see the strings. We see the strings and the hand up Donald Trump's ass.
Well, he also talked a lot about how the news, of course, is fake news and so on and so forth. And he says that he's not racist, despite what you might think.
Number one, I am the least anti-Semitic person that you've ever seen in your entire life. Number two, racism. the least racist person. In fact, we did very well relative to other people running as a Republican. Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Damn.
If you have to say you're anti-Semitic and you have to say you're not racist, you're probably racist.
You know what's so funny? So then an African-American reporter, April Ryan, got up to ask a question about the Congressional Black Caucus, and he assumed that she's part of that or could set up a meeting. Here's what happened.
Are you going to include the CBC, Mr. President, in your conversations with your urban agenda, your inner city agenda, as well as...
Am I going to include...
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional
Well, I
Hispanic
would.
Caucus,
I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of
I'm
yours?
Just a reporter.
No, set up the meeting.
I know some of them, but I'm sure
Let's
they're
go set up
right
a
now.
meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great, the Congressional Black Caucus. I think it's great.
He said, who?
By the way, when Donald Trump...
I don't play basketball.
By the way, when Donald Trump when Donald Trump met with Kanye West, Steve Harvey, Jim Brown, and whoever else, I said verbatim, when people were saying things like why he doesn't meet with Representative John Lewis or somebody from the Congressional Black Caucus, I said he probably has no idea who these people are to meet with them.
He just learned about it.
I said that verbatim a month ago. You can tell this man, he's a celebrity in chief. He has no idea what the Congressional Black Caucus is.
Well, everything was a mess yesterday.
He thinks Frederick Douglass is alive.
If anybody had a chance to see that press conference, it's embarrassing.
Wow.
To say the least. There's a lot more that happened, but...
You know, Omarosa had ran up on April Ryan and told her that Donald Trump is keeping tabs on all black reporters who say something negative about him, so she needs to be careful. Yeah, Google it. Google Omarosa versus April Ryan. It's an article on CNN Money right now.
That's crazy.
Whew.
All right.
Happened on
That's
Tuesday.
Front page news. This is crazy. Now, tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. We'll put you on the air, let you vent a little bit so you can have a great weekend. And also, Trey Songz will be joining us next hour. And then after that, your dinner. So keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.